Jim, my name is Victor Chukwemeka. I'll be answering the question. I'll be following the question prescription here, so I won't go first. Okay, first of all, introduce yourself. My name is Chukwemeka Victor, and I live in Lagos, Nigeria. Brief background in your blockchain. Okay, I've been building on Solana for over a year now, like up to 2 years. Yeah, your most impressive Solana project to date. Okay, used to be a spy node, but a validator node as spies on other nodes, but don't validate. So, but at the moment, I have a project on Solana Light clients that is I'm still working on. It's not yet done, but the one that is done that is online at the moment is a course bridge, which is uh which is just a protocol that bridges Solana assets to EVMs. Okay, see, yeah, why I'm strong fit for this is because I'm Solana native as a blockchain developer. Okay, I don't just build apps on Solana. I also build something on the protocol level. So I'm more like an insider in the game. So, what excites you about building on Solana? Okay, Solana is very fast, and the fact that they uses Rust, and it's very cheap. Yes, transactions are very cheap. So, what have you done that shows your ability to handle real-time data ingested? Okay, on the course bridge, for instance, I actually I actually did use listen when a user locks it so because it's the lock and unlock model that I use there. When a user locks it so there's a real time uh, event monitoring, like immediately the person locks, it monitors the data from the event in real time. So um um you're on the phase one. Okay, okay, data modeling. Okay, from the project they are building, the data model that I think that is okay for the MVP should be uh let's say I'm using MySQL for instance, user table, wallet smart wallet table, sub account table, and transaction table. Those four tables can be enough now. Then on the Solana aspect, how to model this data on Solana, on chain, on the Solana program. I think the best pattern should be having a PDA, and in that PDA there should be a user, the user account. Yeah, the user should be there, and the sub account should be there, and it should also handle permissions. And the other account that should be there is the associate token account. So that's the other account that should be on the on chain, and the transactions shouldn't be on chain. It should just be off chain. Okay. How would you handle a real-time gestation of deposit? Okay, when the user deposits his soul from his phantom into the sub account, into the sub account, um, there should be a real-time hook, web hook, like, let's say from Helios or um, from Helios, that because Helios is far reliable. Let's say, so from Helios, I just stream the account, stream the um stream the what is it called, the sub account, to know what is happening. So immediately the position happens, it should get it, and when it gets it, the before we now send it down to the ledger, confirm that something has been solved. Okay, now what's your approach to indexing activities? On indexing, I think for a start um we should use a third party indexer. Let's say Helios, for example, Helios 2. Because why I think we should use a third party indexer is it's already validated that it's a working indexer, and it will also save us time and cost at the moment just for the MVP. Explain what your reasons. Yeah, that's my reasons. Extensible architecture. Okay, the extensible architecture for the whole data streaming pipeline. What I think is um the the events source shouldn't be tied with the program logic. Like there should be a separate event source abstraction that real time events are being stored. And so from the event after event source, the data is being pushed to a buffer like queen like Kafka, a buffer just like Kafka. Then from there now, the data should be consumed by separate workers. So depending on the other ideas that we want to put, so it can also be a worker consuming the data. So with this model now, there's a separation between the source, the logic, and the usage. So it creates room for other improvements and other stuff that should be added. So there are challenges and okay, extend. Okay, so there are challenges I'm meeting. What challenge do you? Okay, Solana account models. The basic challenge is that on Solana, both the logic and the what is it called, and the states goes online. So the the database helps us in differentiating data before they are being sent, like differentiating data handled by the Solana contract. So that's the mitigation I have for that. Since it's stateless, it's not like other EVMs where there is you just push a smart contract there. But this each one is an account. Each transaction you make is an account. Yeah, each Solana program is an account. Now the RPC is like Helios. Helios is a very strong RPC provider. But if there is any form that they has any form of attack, it will really affect us. And maybe they goes down, it will also affect us. So it will be okay to add other third parties, and apart from other third parties, also build our own indexer, so we have total control. So transaction and confirmation. On transaction confirmation, the truth is that Solana don't have a well structured transaction or storage proof finality. So it means that we can't get finality proofs just like EVMs. Like, it's easy to get finality proofs via RPC on EVMs, and they will be accurate. So it's not like that in Solana. But with addition of something like macro proof, we can prove it that a transaction actually occurred and it has been finalized on Solana. So macro proofs can be the mitigation for it. On MEV failure, we should simulate a transaction before it works, and there should be like a constraint for slippage. So that's what I have to say on MEV.